Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have myself a drink. And we're going to talk about complimenting people. For those of you that don't know, I have a rule. If I drink something with calories in it, I need to make a video. Here I am. For every 1,000 subscribers I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you would be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'll be doing your part for a better world. Now, today, as I filmed this anyway, I went out to the DMV, and, I had to go through the process of renewing my license. It's a more complicated thing now. And at 2 separate stations, they had to take my thumbprint. Which, hey, it happens. Nothing wrong with that. Interesting thing, though, at one station, they had me pick up the device that took my thumbprint. At the other station, they had me press my thumb down. And just the technique being mildly different made such a huge difference in the end, because one of them worked right away and the other one didn't. So I told the girl at the station that made me pick the device up, I said, you're doing a great job. And she's like, oh, well, thank you. I said, yeah, over at that station, they didn't tell me to pick that thing up. So you've got a great technique. She says, yes, it definitely helps. And, I'm going to grant you that the DMV... Is something in my glass? No. I'm going to grant you that the DMV is not the best place to be doing this because people are waiting, but you also have to take into account the fact that the DMV sucks. This woman was probably having a shitty day, and I lifted it up for her. We should always do that. If you go to the same fast food restaurant every day or regularly, and you see the same people there, tell them that they're doing a good job if they are. It's not like you can afford to tip every person that does a good job. You don't have that. Most of us don't have that kind of money. Some of us do, I guess, but most of us don't. But, it doesn't cost anything to tell someone, hey, you're doing a good job. I appreciate you. And it's just one of those things. We live in a world where that kind of thing, it's like, I remember when I was in college, there was a janitor. I said, I just want to say thank you for what you do because I appreciate, clean toilets. And just for months after that, he'd see me, hey, good guy, what's up? It's like, we as a people, we should really appreciate all the people that make our world go around. And, that's important. Look, when was the last time somebody told you did a good job? Even if you are or you aren't. Now, I'm going to grant I wouldn't go around telling somebody they did a good job if I didn't feel they did a good job. But if somebody does a good job and I see it, I tell them so. And why? Because the woman at the checkout counter is a human being. And being a human being, we should acknowledge that. We should give them their just due. Now, I'm not the greatest person in the world. Lord knows that. But I understand that there's a lot of ugliness in this world, and we shouldn't be part of that. If you work at a grocery store nowadays, they have self-checkout. And that means that the store has said that there's a machine that can do the job just as well as you can. And they're going to replace you. So I almost never use self-checkout. And when I do, it's generally when I'm being assisted by some human being. Because I would rather live in a world of people. Now that's just my opinion. But I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I'm Richard. Danger Ducky says it is now time for you to comment, like, and subscribe. And support this channel so we can do things like save the world by removing trash from the ocean, planting trees, and feeding orphans. Danger Ducky approves.